Hi, my friends. It's Jory from The Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with our weekly guidance. And I have to say, I'm actually amazed to be here because I feel like I had to fight so many internal battles just to get on here today. The energies are so introverted and so quiet, as I mentioned last week. And I think I would use the word immobilizing. I think that's the word that's coming through right now because it's just an energy of stillness and quietude and self-reflection, and it's just very internal. So it's like the opposite of social media, and it's the opposite of talking out loud, and it's the opposite of working even. So I don't want to consider this work. Hi Denise, yay. But this was definitely a challenging day to get on here. I was sitting there thinking, okay, I think I just have to resign to the fact that I'm not going to go live today. I'm just not going to do it. That's what I said. I said, I'm not going to do it. And I have to be okay with the fact that I'm not going to do it. And sometimes that's what it takes. We have to surrender and release. Hi, Kirsten. We have to surrender and release and stop trying to push things and stop trying to force things and stop trying to make things happen. And then we can just let them happen. So as soon as I decided, okay, I'm not going live, that's it, I give up, I'm just going to sit here and just be, which the energies are really pushing right now. Hi, Lori. Hi, Breezy. Then I could allow for inspiration to come in because my ego was the one trying to make things happen. My higher self's talking and my ego's like, no, I'm in charge here and I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. And so as soon as I quieted that ego voice down and I said, okay, ego, we're not going live. We're just going to let it be. That shut the ego up. And what happens when we quiet the thinking mind? We get to hear the inspiration coming from the higher mind, the higher self, the inner being. So it was really almost a matter of seconds. As soon as I decided I'm not going live, I got the inspiration to get up and get ready to go live. So here I am. Yay. Happy to be here always. And it's funny too because our guidance last week, my ego really kicked in. We have so much ego energy with this one. We've got energies of 1 and 7 from a numerology standpoint. And last week my ego was like, I don't know if I even agree with this guidance. I don't know. It's not resonating. And Patrice was so cute. She said, it's totally resonating for me. And I thought, well, that's good. At least it's resonating for somebody. And sure enough, and when I zoomed out by the end of the week here, it all played out, especially the You Are a Healer card. That was what we were left with. And we were left with it coming from a place of, you can heal this situation and focus on self-healing. And I definitely feel like I had a breakthrough. We've had so much reflective energy with the eclipse. We've got another one on Tuesday. We've got retrogrades. I think it's 5 planets, maybe 6. I don't even know. And then we've got these numerology energies of contemplation and self-care. And so when the eclipse happens, things get uprooted. And there was just so much heavy energy that I experienced. And I know a lot of you did too. It's very sleepy energy too. But it was like I had this numb, stoic energy that just kind of was like that. Remember that emoji I said with the zipper? I still kind of feel that way. But then the last couple days, everything started to click and I feel like I broke the spell. I started to really see things with clarity. So I hope that some of you are feeling a little bit better too. I feel like I had a breakthrough. Yay. So yay for the eclipse for doing that. It's also a month of emotional detox, like I mentioned last week or the week before, probably both. So those emotions, with the 7 energy, is very much a stoic energy. So you don't really know what you're feeling. And I was excited to be able to have some clarity and actually see those negative beliefs for what they are and then clear them out. Just clear the air. Not give them any power and choose, beliefs that were more productive and self-serving, or however you want to word it. But anyway, so You Are a Healer did kick in, and I'm happy to report the entire guidance that came through, which always happens, but my ego questions it because my ego goes, Miss Know-It-All. Yes, she does. that guidance did resonate eventually. And so that was one of the inspirations that gave me the motivation to want to come back on today and see what the cards have to say, because they really are coming from a place of the higher self of all of us, a co-creation of all of our higher selves, coming through to share what we need to hear. And I think it's fascinating how it works. It's very quantum. It resonates with each of you in a different way. But it does make sense for each of us. At least that's what I'm hearing from you guys. So that's why I come on every week. Anyway, let me start shuffling. I wanted to be quick. I always say that I actually only have the house to myself for a little bit longer, so I kind of have to be quick, which is good. Last week, oops, there goes one card. I saw the color, so I'm thinking of 2 cards it could be. I'm like, oh, we got 2 more cards. I wonder if that's going to be, if we're going to get an extra card now or not. We'll see. Anyway, at least they're coming out fast. Last week I said I was going to be short, and I wasn't. I am in my rambling month. As quiet as the energies are. So I saw the color, but I didn't see the card. Let me see if we have our 4. That would be amazingly fast. Pendulum's going to confirm what we have, what we want, what we need. This is the one I wasn't sure. Yep, good. Good. We're only going to have 4. What we get. Yay. Okay, 2 focus cards from Zen Blossoms and the Love is Everywhere deck. All of the decks are available on my website, The Blissful Knowing. I have created them personally. If you're new to these live streams and you don't know that already. All right, we are on a roll, people. This is good. The momentum is kicking in. I had to do something today that I haven't done in a long time, just to show you how, to illustrate how immobilizing the energies are. I made coffee. I haven't drank it, and it's decaf, but decaf has enough caffeine to actually make me want to, it actually affects me. I made it as a backup because I was just feeling like, oh my God, I need some life. Please give me some life, people. I'm like completely flat as a pancake. Right, Denise? Oh, I'm like, give me some zest for life, please. This is not my normal MOA. I'm usually perkalish. Now I'm very hyper because I had so much dark chocolate, which was what inspired me to make the coffee. I'm like, clearly I'm craving the caffeine here. And then I took my B12, my energy superfoods. I was like, I got to perk up. I took a flower essence called Olive. There's our, oh, we've got 2. For energy. I'm like, geez, you know, I'm just so, and my house vibration is set to high energy too. And I was like, I don't know what more I can do. So that's why I went to the coffee. I'm like, I'm going to make this, I'm going to put this in the fridge and have iced coffee, decaf, as a backup. And I know I sound very hyper right now. Jamie, you didn't find them yet? She lost her keys. So anyway, we've got this, oh my gosh, you guys. I saw those 2 and my ego wants to totally put them back. Uh-oh. We have 4 focus cards. Hang on. Let me just ask the pendulum if we need all these. Because I'm trying to be quick, and you know how it works when I try. Okay. Is this our focus card? Yes. Is this? I'm getting a no. I can put it back. Can I put this back? Can you guys see? You can't. The pendulum swinging. Okay. Is this our focus card? Yes. Can I put this one back? Yes. Holla freaking hallelujah, guys. I can't do this many cards. Okay. We're good. I feel like I'm so hyper now. It's hilarious. I was totally like still as a statue, glued to the furniture. And now I'm like, ugh! But I'm telling you, this is also picking up on your energy because this is a collective co-creation. And I could feel the desire of some of you wanting this guidance. I could tap into it. And another thing is when we have, when we ascend, oh God, I'm getting too hyper now. Hold on, let me figure out how to word this. We start to let go of control. We don't let the ego do the driving. And so we we trust the higher self and we allow the higher self to lead. So my higher self, again, when I finally was able to tune out my ego, the higher self's like, no, you need to go on. And even though at that point I still wasn't feeling it, I'm like, I know I have to do this because I know to trust my higher self and not ask questions. So I don't know why I'm on that tangent, but my point is I didn't feel like I was going to have that energy to do it. And then sure enough, look, the guides are giving me, or however you want to call it, your vibration, our collective vibration is giving me the buzz and the energy and the momentum that I needed. So that's great, isn't it? That the universe supports you in making sure that you can do what you need to do when you need to do it. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say. And this week, I have no expectations. Last week, my ego was totally trying to control it, had all my ideas of what messages I wanted to come through, and none of them did, if you recall. I had to pull them out later and show you guys. This time, I'm like totally neutral and open. I'm like, whatever you want to tell me, guides, I'm going to go with it. So we'll see what they have to say. All right, let me get everything set up so I can display, and we will be ready to rock. Going to say ready to roll, and somehow we got into rock. Rock is more appropriate for this energy of stillness, sitting there like a rock, immobilized. Next month we'll do the rolling because we'll be in our action 8. Okay, what we have: create a connection. Now see, I have no idea what that means. Oh yes, I do. My ego always freaks out, and then my higher self goes, shh. You do know what this means. Shh. Don't panic. Okay, so it says life has been working behind the scenes to find the perfect person to assist you in manifesting your desires. Follow your intuition and reach out to the first individual that comes into your mind. This person can offer you knowledge, growth, and the ability to help you get to where you want to go. Now, this is totally opposite of the energies that we have right now, because we have basically loner energies. But for me, this is talking about creating connection with like-minded others. So immediately, my higher self's like, wait, you're creating a connection right now with the people who are watching, the Good Vibe Tribe. You've created a connection. And I think that is extra, extra important to reiterate right now, is that, I didn't notice, actually. Hold on. I know that there's a lot of people that have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about energy shifts and feeling certain energies and seeing different colors. I used the analogy of having more crayons and more colors in your crayon box last week. And, I was thinking, there are people that probably think, what is she even talking about? But it doesn't matter, because I'm reaching, through law of attraction, like attracts like, I'm putting out this message to reach the people that do understand. So not everybody is awake. Not everybody is feeling sensitive to energy. But if we can find people of like mind, there's a beautiful, incredible energy of collective, co-creative, I want to say integrating, positive energy builds and snowballs, and I've always talked about using the analogy of the tuning fork, where when we come together, we set this beautiful vibrational tone that triggers in others expansion and evolution and ascension. So find the people that get you. Find the people that understand what it feels like to be sensitive to energy. Find the people that understand what it feels like to be, to have your spiritual gifts awakened, to be tuned in. And know that there are more and more and more and more people awakening every second. Collectively, I don't know if you've heard of the 100th monkey syndrome, but they said that they taught one monkey how to use a tool, and by the time the 100th monkey learned how to use the tool, all the monkeys, even though they were isolated on an island, all the monkeys, even that were not on that island, could then use the tool. So it's the collective consciousness, and just like the internet, all the information is connected to the web. We're all connected. So we are using our frequency to help expand the consciousness of the planet. Find people that get you. Find people that get you and know that you're making a difference. We had the You Are the Healer card, like I said. So create a connection. Find the people that get you, and thank God for Facebook, thank God for the internet, because a lot of these, when we're sensitive to energy, we become more introverted, and so we may find it harder to be out in public, but at least we can make connections online. Got the Good Vibe Tribe. All right, so we've got the Good Vibe Tribe, basically is what this card's saying. Let me just put that in a nutshell. I can already feel that this live stream is not going to be as brief as I hope. But again, that's my ego wanting to control things as usual. Okay. So really the message was the planet is ascending and we're doing a great job by being our true selves and activating that in others vibrationally, attuning them like a tuning fork. Okay, so what we want, make it happen. Well, we do want to make it happen, but the funny thing is this energy is kind of like, don't do anything. Next month, we're going into 8, which is make it happen. Now, we do have one energy this month, which is inspiration and ambition, but I feel like a lot of that is getting muted and watered down by all the other astrology crap and by the 7, which is about stillness. But we do want to make things happen. We all have ambitions. We all have desires. And again, we also want to make the ascension happen. We want to activate that spiritual acceleration and expansion in others, because so much of what we see that is not our preference is a result of people who are just walking around unconscious. So, forgive them for they know not what they do. I can't believe I just quoted that, but that's what's coming through. So, we want to see change. We want to make changes in our lives. We have preferences. We have desires. We do want to make things happen. This is what we want. This isn't what we need right now. This is what we want. We definitely have preferences. It says you have all the power you need to manifest your desires. You were born with the ability to overcome any obstacle. Create the life you want by first believing in yourself and your capabilities. Action steps are required. This is not the time to sit idly. Know that you have what it takes to succeed. I'm cracking up because, I feel like this has been a really idle energy, and maybe the tides have turned now. Maybe, I did feel like I had a breakthrough yesterday. So maybe things are shifting to a little more action now after a week of what felt like complete sluggish, stoic stillness. Maybe we're breaking through. We'll have to see. But it's saying action steps are required. This is not the time to sit idly. And I'm laughing because I was sitting idly and all of a sudden my higher self was like, this is not the time to sit idly. Get your ass off the couch and go live. There's something we want to tell them. Okay, I'll do it. So we do still want to make things happen. That doesn't mean we're going to do it right now. I'm terrible. All right, we'll see. What we need will be an interesting card. What we need. Denise is feeling the pancake right along with me. Oh, pancake, flat as a pancake. Okay, so what we need. Ground yourself. All right, this makes sense because the energies are not grounded right now. There's so much going on and it does make you kind of all in your head. There's a lot of mental energy and that's where we can get stuck and we're not taking action because we're just thinking. Instead of being, instead of doing, we're thinking. And I also noticed that I feel like I need to eat more. And a lot of times that means you're think that you're going to float away and you need to weigh yourself down. So you're eating. So ground yourself can also be about being outside in nature, which is critical this month. We've got 7 energy. I think that is the absolute remedy to anything that you're feeling is to get outside, especially alone and in quiet if you can. So let me read ground yourself. This is what we need. If you've got the hematite crystal in your crystal power pack, if you're one of the people that got one of my crystal power packs, you can use the hematite. I don't know if it's called hematite. I'm going to call it hematite. A practical approach can benefit you at this time. Get organized and then evaluate what action steps you can take to make progress in your endeavors. A clear focus and careful planning will assist you in accomplishing your goals. Trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you. Allow life to reveal the next step of your journey. Now, my ego is laughing again because these are very action-based cards, and I'm going, okay, I don't know about this. It's not really an action-y time, but we do have things that we want to make happen. It's saying to be practical and to trust that the skills and knowledge we require will be made available to you. And that definitely happened for me a few minutes ago again because I didn't think I was going to go live and I didn't think I was going to make it happen. And then the universe gave me the skills and the knowledge, or the skills and the inspiration and the energy to come on. So we'll see. Again, this is predictive reading. It's for the week. My ego is like, action. But this hopefully will come together because I think we'll all be refreshed if we do get some action going. If you've been feeling this stagnation, stillness, stoic, sleepy time energy that we had last week, maybe the dust is finally settling after that powerful eclipse. Maybe things are turning now. Even though we have another one on Tuesday, I don't think it's the same. It's a lunar eclipse. The other one was solar. I don't know. I'm not an astrologist. But I do remember there's Capricorn involved, and Capricorn is a practical doer from what I know. Right, guys? Talk to me, people who know astrology. I know you're out there. Okay, so what we get. We also have Saturn this year. I know that, and that's a big doer. Restructuring. Okay, so what we get. Claim your power. Okay, this is such an active spread. What was this card again? Create a connection. Very interesting. Glad I didn't have too many expectations here today for the cards, because I would have been like, are you kidding me? I'm still kind of like that, but that's okay. Claim your power. We'll see how it plays out, because it always plays out. You have freedom and choice in this situation. Do not allow others to dictate what you need to do or who you need to be. Remember that you are your own individual. No one can live your life for you. Stand tall and claim your power. You can move mountains by doing so. Okay, super interesting, guys. I don't know how this is going to play out, and I just realized that I put all these cards up without even looking at, usually I get my little pretty deck that makes the pristine cards. That just goes to show how Mercury retrograde can mess with your mind, because I didn't even remember that I do that. All right, claim your power. I'm very curious how this is going to play out, guys. I don't know, but I was curious about last week how You Are a Healer was going to play out, and that certainly did. Well, I don't even have anything to say about that, because I just want to see how it plays out. I want to see. All right, so our focus cards. Grace. Now that I appreciate for sure, because this card, to me, when I made this card, I was thinking about the divine hand in everything, and how the divine leads you, and how if you look back on your life, you can see the divine, the silver thread in the tapestry of your life. You can see the divine hand and how it just guided you like the current, like the stream. So this is telling us we're gonna get what we need. We're gonna get the inspiration we need. We're gonna flow in the direction we need to flow in. It's going back to grounding yourself with the ground yourself card, where it says you're going to trust that what you need you will get, the skills and knowledge you require. So again, even though we want to make it happen, there's a subtle undertone here of let it happen just as much. So we can have desires and preferences that we're sending out, but then we have to again go into receiving. I think it's like the yin and the yang, or the masculine and the feminine. Like we want to take the action, but we need to open ourselves up to receiving the inspiration and the guidance. So we're going to flow. We're still flowing. We do want to make things happen, and we do want to take a practical approach, and we want to claim our power, but they're just talking about, again, soft flowing. There's a flowing stream. That's what I'm seeing here. So we don't want to push. Remember, I was trying to push to get on here today, and as soon as I let go, it all started to flow. So it's not about making it happen. It's about letting it happen. It's about letting go and letting in. Letting go of forcing the outcome and letting in the inspiration. Our other focus card, wellness. Now that's telling me that everything's okay. And again, we don't want to push and say something's wrong here. I should be doing more. This is saying all is well. That everything is okay and exactly necessary for where we are right now. So where we are is okay. And that's funny because the song by Amy Steinberg, which I want to put in the comments because it's so delicious if you don't know it. Amy, I don't know if you're watching, But the song Exactly, I've heard it twice now in the last 24 hours, and it says, I am exactly where I need to be. Now again, 7 energy is about just being. These cards have a lot of action, and they're telling us, yeah, we want to take action, but it's also okay to flow with the divine inspiration, and it's all is well. Everything is okay. We're okay. We don't have to constantly be doing stuff. Everything is set in motion. The wheels are spinning behind the scenes. And that's the beauty of this. Again, I talked about it last week, that it's a contraction phase and that a contraction always precedes an expansion. So there's a lot of expansion coming. And I've told you, August has 8 energy, and that's a just do it energy. 7 is just be, and 8 is just do. Don't even think, just do it, do it, do it. So it's coming, and it's a manifestation energy. So it's coming. Rest up now if you can. I really hope you guys are taking some time to fill up your cup and really taking some time to be alone. This is the time. This is it. It's a rare combination to have 1 and 7 as a whole month. It only happens like every 3 or 4 years, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Miss Know-It-All is trying to talk here. But I know even when we have a 1-7 day, it can be challenging. This is a whole month of it, and we're not used to being alone or wanting to be alone that much, or maybe we're not able to be alone that much. But this is the time when we're going to look back and we're going to say, I'm really glad I spent that time alone, because I'm constantly with others now and I'm constantly doing, and so I'm really glad I have those reserves built up. Cheryl, I know how you feel. Cheryl says, I feel like doing nothing this month. I mean, it's just such a crazy combination. The numerology alone is massive stillness and alone time and independence. And then retrograde brings a whole nother level of introversion. So if you're introverted, and people always find it so surprising when I say I'm an introvert, if you're introverted, it's like amplified times 5. That's how it feels. It's really, really tough. In fact, there is a flower essence called Water Violet Bach Flower Essence Flower Remedy that I was looking to maybe get and add to my collection. I have quite a few, because that is one of the ones for introversion. Introvert doesn't mean you're shy. Doesn't even really mean you're quiet. It just means that you need a lot of alone time. And that is another, like I mentioned last week, symptom of ascension is you become more sensitive to energy of other people, and you want to be, as a result, you feel like you need to keep your energy field clear or whatever. But, you know, I can talk and talk and talk. Introverts are very chatty when they're talking about deep conversations. We just don't do very well with the small talk thing, and we don't do well with crowds. So anyway, Denise is working from home a lot lately. That's awesome that you can do that. So I hope you guys are finding some alone time, some quiet time. I hope you're reflecting. I hope that you are having that emotional detox situation where you can kind of zoom out and look at what's been uprooted and coming to the surface. The eclipse will bring this stuff up. And so I was thinking this morning, it feels like the eclipse was like the earthquake. And, you know, we had an earthquake in Washington too. I told you we had one here. Anyway, I got this vision of the earth quaking open and the rubble coming up, which is that stuff that's buried deep down in us that we need to look at. And it was like this rubble was coming and coming, but the rubble was like piling, like an earthquake, from the things piling from structures, piling down on us. And I was like, pancake, buried in the rubble. All this rubble that I didn't know was here. And yesterday I really did feel like I broke through out of that rubble and was able to clear everything. I was like, okay, finally felt like myself. And I really didn't feel like myself this whole month, because I am a very chatty person, and I like to share things, love to share things with you guys, love it. And this introverted energy was like, it just doesn't even really want to make a post. It was like, no, keep to yourself, keep your mouth shut, zip. So it was frustrating, because I'm also used to feeling a lot of inspiration and passion and momentum and energy. And it just felt like I was deflated. Like everything was just, the life was sucked out of me. And I was like, oh, is this going to end soon? Please. I can't stand it. It's like another day where I'm like, okay, today I'm going to go out and do this. And nope, got to stay here. Got to be quiet. Got to just sit here. Oh, it was like being punished. Even though I do really enjoy being alone in nature, I absolutely love it. It is incredibly therapeutic, and I highly recommend that. Highly. But it's very warm here, so I have to do that at night, unfortunately. Anyway, I think I've rambled long enough. It'll be interesting to see how the cards play out. I feel like the Mercury retrograde is kind of messing with my mental clarity, which is very common. You know, Mercury retrograde affects communication and clarity, and those are the two things that I rely on for my work. So I didn't really feel like I was very connected and tuned into the cards. So I'm kind of like you guys, just doing the quiet observer thing. Like, let's see how this plays out. It'll be interesting. We'll find out. And that's okay. It's okay to not know, because we will always know what we need to know when we need to know it, and not a minute sooner. Anyway, I am still available for private sessions. If you're interested, you can visit me on theblissfulknowing.com. You can also get all of these decks there and crystal and gemstone jewelry. I've got new pieces coming in next week. If you are part of the Blissful Knowing VIPs, you'll get to see the new pieces first, and you'll get a chance to claim those pieces first. Feel free to join that. I will tag that in the comments. I'm also going to post my Jory's Numerology chat blog post about the energies that we're in case you missed that. I think that's it, guys. I will read your comments soon. I appreciate you all being here. It's wonderful. Please say hi if you're watching the replay. And I hope to be back next week. We'll find out. We'll see what my higher self inspires me to do. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.